All right, welcome to Hamvention 2023. Got a little bit of a bonus live broadcast here. This one was a little unplanned, but this morning's broadcast, I really wasn't able to get through even all the manufacturer areas. We looked a little bit at the ICOM stuff, and I'm going to show you all the radio that I pre-ordered. This is the ICOM ID50, and the cool thing about this radio, it's got a USB-C port. So if you already have a charger for your cell phone, then you already have a charger for this radio. And I'm going to set the 52 and the 50 right next to each other. All right, so if we look at the 50 and the 52, 52 has a little bit of a larger display, color display, whereas the 50 is the regular black and white display. Still a nice display on the 50. Both have GPS built in. Both obviously are dual band and do D-Star. The really cool thing about these, same battery. So batteries are completely interchangeable. And if you look, this is a 52A charger. The 50 drops right onto the 52A charger, no problem whatsoever. So really nice radio. ICOM is not willing to talk about the price point on the 50 right now. I asked, and they said they were specifically told not to even speculate on the price point. The 50, though, you would assume is going to be at a lower price point than the 52. So all right, let's move on. Here's one of their receivers. This is the new D-Star stack now. You don't need a controller, and they have LTE built in now, so if you can't get internet access to your site, you can always have a cellular connection. So very interesting, no controller. You just plug your network right into the front here, and you're good to go. So definitely a step up from the version 2 stuff, or sorry, the version 1 stuff. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to move into some of the buildings and talk to some of the vendors that we didn't talk to this morning. If you watched this morning, you think you kind of saw it all. Well, I only covered 3 out of the 6 buildings here. There's just so much more to go. And I know I've been mostly focusing on vendors, but there's a lot of great organizations here. You know, ARL being the big one, but a lot of organizations like AMSAT, ARISS, Amateur Radio on the International Space Station. Youth on the Air is here. Parks on the Air is here. ARL's kind of youth division, trying to promote youth and amateur radios here. So we talked about Tar Heel antennas this morning. I'm going to make my way across the way here to another building.
So that way we can measure all that.
Yeah, no, you know what you
RF kit, power amplifiers. Hello, hello. Very nice. A lot of companies making power amplifiers, a lot of options now. I got to get me one of those fancy stabilizers like you have. I got my dollar store.
It's not even a stabilizer. It's just a monopod. No,
nice. Are you recording or are you live?
Nope, neither. Right
I'm
now.
live, by the way.
Hey, live people.
Hey, live. Ham Radio Outlet. The biggest vendor booth here. Thank you for finally getting a store in Florida. That was a little long overdue.
That was a long time coming, but we're glad we're doing.
Winter
Springs.
Winter Springs, yeah. I've been there.
It's a great store. It's got lots of product, unlike a lot of other stores around the country.
So it works well for me because my wife's family is, I'm in Jacksonville, my wife's family is in Orlando, and we have to drive kind of right past the store. Sometimes she drives separate, and she wonders why it takes her 2 hours to get there, and it takes me
Right.
3 hours to get there.
And your wallet is.
And my
much
wallet's,
bigger on the way.
yeah, and there's charges on the bank account for some radio store. I don't. She doesn't know how that happens, but
Well, we appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
And what's your channel?
this is Jacksonville Range Association from Jacksonville, Florida.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, good luck, everybody,
Yes.
and see you soon.
All right, thank you.
All right, take care. Have a
Appreciate
good
it.
one.
Great folks at Ham Radio Outlet. I mean, there's a lot of great vendors out there, but I will tell you, Ham Radio Outlet is pretty much the first one. You know, if I'm looking for something, they're the first one. I'm going to their website. Of course, I'm cheap like every other ham, so I'm going to price shop around and things like that. And this is another vendor. As soon as he's done talking to him, I'm going to go in with the Momo beam antennas. I did not know a lot about this company at first, and one of the things that I was able to learn from them was word of mouth. There's not a lot out there right now. I know they're getting their advertisements out in some of the magazines and things like that. So a lot of great products. I checked them out, just really well made and manufactured antennas. I got Linux in the Ham Shack here. This is where I'm talking about that it's not just these big manufacturers, there's a lot of companies here. American Red Cross, a lot of great organizations. Hamsci.org. This is just Hamfest to the max here. Hello, Red Cross, how are you doing?
Doing
Hi,
fine.
I'm live on YouTube, by the way.
Okay. I figured you were.
Don't say anything you wouldn't want the whole world. Well, that's kind of the rule of radio anyway.
Right. We're looking for donations. We're looking for volunteers. Anybody that wants to join the Red Cross.
Redcross.org/Dayton, right?
No, just redcross.org.
It's redcross.org. No /Dayton.
Nope.
The chat's getting funny. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it. For those of y'all that are in the Jacksonville, Florida area, we do have a Red Cross chapter in Jacksonville, Florida as well. So you can volunteer in person or donate, get training as well. A lot of great first responder training that they offer. I think my wife was trained by them for AED and things like that. So great organization. Thank you.
A lot of people don't know all the different things that we do.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a lot more than just babysitter training.
And responding to big disasters, we do little disasters, home fires, we do that all the time.
Yep, great. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. All right, we're going to loop back around here. Momo's talking to somebody, so we're going to make a circle here. Oh. The Quarter Century Wireless Association. Now here's a rather new product that hasn't been out very long. This is the compact antenna. Very interesting antennas. He has a really minimalist setup here for the booth, but don't let that discourage you. I checked them out. They seem to be pretty simple but quality made. And I want to get one just to try one out. I think, having a solid antenna that's quality and compact is something that should be in every ham radio operator's kit. Got Pete Brothers here with the weather stations. TXRX here. So if you talk on the 147.315 repeater in Jacksonville, Florida, these down here are the duplexers that are operating that repeater and essentially allow us to transmit and receive at the same time. One thing I did not know about TXRX is that they make commercial antennas. They make antennas, so I'll have to check those out as well. I like their little tower set up here with the beacon on it. All right, let's round back out to the Momo guy. Let's see if he's available now. Pocket Frog. All right. They're in a deep conversation, so I'm going to go and grab this other building here, and then we'll loop on the back. Looks like the QSO radio show's here. I got WRMI.
All right.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going? Most of the people watching are from Jacksonville, so they're already going to go to Hamcation.
Well, we're from Hamcation, and we're ready for you. And like we've been telling a lot of people here, you don't have to worry about bringing a coat.
You don't have to worry about bringing a coat.
No, hopefully not. So.
No. And the weather today, I mean, really worked out perfect. The rain stopped just as soon as we had to get... Well, I don't know about you guys. You were here earlier.
Yeah, we were here early.
Okay.
And, no, it worked out well.
That's great.
But these events are always so good to go to. You know, you get to meet a lot of friends and people, and it's a lot of fun.
Only problem with coming up here versus Hamcation is I spend all my radio money getting up here and to get back home. With Hamcation, I can just drive for a tank of gas and actually spend some money.
Well, we ended up driving up.
Yeah.
The airline tickets were pretty expensive, and so we drove, and it worked out well.
Yeah.
And we come up in a big Suburban, and boy, do they ride good.
Yes, they do.
I've been sitting in the back
I bet there
seat
was some
enjoying
snoring going on during that ride.
There was.
Thanks, Jim.
All right, take
Thanks.
care.
All right. WRMI Legends. The QSO radio show here. There's their PayPal code for support. Or you can go to WRMILegends.com. Check out the Grundig Satellite 800 they have. That thing is a lot bigger in person than it looks on the magazines, that's for sure. Another one of the vendors here. Some nice stickers and tags, and kind of like the danger sign. And the infamous prize booth. I guess I should check my ticket before I leave and see if I want anything. Excuse me, I'm trying to... This is cool. What this company does is they have all these laser etching machines, and they sell the machines and they'll also etch stuff for you, either way you want to go. But if you want to do it yourself, they'll sell you a machine too. Rabbit Laser USA. RF finder is here. There's really nobody in the ham community that you've heard of that is not here at this point. So let's go back over here, cross back to the other building again. Set you guys on the table here for just a second while I check on the broadcast, make sure everything's running and sounding good. All right, let's get back on the move here. Really like this Linux in the shack, guys. I do run a Raspberry Pi in my shack, and I was able to talk with them and get some apps for it. Because believe it or not, I mean, not everything has to run on Windows. So and again, so far, I say so far, the main day, Saturday, is almost over. We've got really nice weather. It was raining this morning. By the time the gates open and we were able to get out of the car and start walking up the gates, all the weather had stopped. So rain stopped. It went from chilly to pretty good. So, all right, so we're going to go out. We're going to talk to Mark from Momo Antennas. Hi, Mark. As promised earlier, I'm coming by. Got a few people watching.
Yeah, welcome to
from
Momo
Jacksonville. I called it Momo. It's Momo, right?
When I'm on my phone calls to Italy every week when we're discussing the business, I hear a lot of conversation around Momo.
Momo, okay.
And this is coming from the president of the company, so I got to believe that's probably the proper way to pronounce
So
it.
these are actually Italian design,
Italian manufactured antennas.
Wow, great.
And I'm the U.S. representative. I support people like HRO, who's our current distributor.
Okay.
And they sell a number of our more popular products, like the Penta 10, which is a 10-element, 5-band Yagi, single feed line. The boom length is 12.8 feet long.
That's the big dog. That's the premier antenna, right?
Well, it's the most popular. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's not physically big. It's actually quite small. And 60 pounds. Uses a square boom design, stainless hardware throughout, well machined parts, so everything goes together beautifully. The assembly is very, very simple. Some of the critical piece parts, like around the driven element, the split driven element with the insulator and the hardware, that is all pre-assembled at the factory. So it makes the assembly process, when it gets into your hands, very quick.
You can get on the air quick and not have to be an engineer to get the antenna together.
That's another thing. If I can cite an example, the sales manager at HRO, he put together this Penta 10 at his house over a holiday or something. And he was astounded how easy the whole thing was. And what really got me was, you do not need a tape measure. Everything, even the plates that you attach to the boom, they're marked center, where you line up the element. It makes it incredibly easy to assemble. Each element is individually packed and all the hardware is packed. So, there's never a confusion. The elements are labeled A, B, C, D. And if you just follow those designations in the package, it goes together very, very quickly.
Very nice.
At my suggestion, I mentioned you really ought to have some spare parts thrown in. So we've got spare hardware, and we also have some spare aluminum tubing. Sometimes in the process of putting up an antenna, you might damage, say, an element tip. It gets bent, broken, something happens. This happens. We supply in every box a spare piece of tubing, and it's the longest piece, so the worst case scenario would be the reflector. If it broke, you're covered. If you have a shorter element that's broken, you can always cut it down.
Trim it down. Great.
We try to think about, kind of the common sense things that can go wrong and accommodate that in our packing. So that's the kind of the basic details of that.
That's great. Visually they look like very nice antennas. I mean, just looking at it, you can tell it's well put together. It's all tubular aluminum, stainless steel hardware, correct?
Yeah.
So it's never going to rust.
They're UV rated, so they're going to last for years.
Wow.
It's extremely well thought out, and of course it's all computer design, methodology we use. So we get extremely good performance, and we have the ability to customize. So if we have customers that want to have a unique design built, we'll do that, or we can discuss and how we might do it.
That's great. One of the things I noticed too, you're not using hose clamps. I mean, you're actually...
No, we use a single screw, stainless screw with a nylock to join each telescoping element.
That's great.
That's actually proven to be, over the years, probably the most effective way of joining elements together. With hose clamps and slotted elements, that was done years ago, you can get a tendency of movement in that junction, despite the fact you have a hose clamp.
Yeah.
So things that's not optimal. But what we found with this technique, and it's been established in other manufacturers, that having a single through screw and the compression against only two walls on one side of the tubing gives you a great electrical and mechanical connection. So it's pretty well established. So we're using best practices wherever we can.
Right. So they can go to momobeams.com and buy direct from you, or you said only through HRO, right?
Currently, the arrangement is the more popular items we have are sold through HRO.
Okay.
And again, popular being 10 to 10. We've got some 6-meter beams, some dual band, like 12 and 17-meter Yagis, a variety of things. HRO can help you with that.
Great.
Typically, they carry stock. With the things a little bit bigger than that, and bigger in the sense of maybe they're not interested in holding stock in their warehouse because of the size. We'll do 40-meter beams, big 20, 15, 10-meter Yagis.
Nice.
All kinds of different combinations. But our website is probably the best place to go to get the complete detail on every single antenna we make.
Great. Well, thank you, Mark. I appreciate it.
Hey, you're very welcome.
Thanks for your
Thanks for
time. We're going to
stopping
walk
by.
around and keep checking out the convention.
right.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Take care. All right, there we go. Very nice. I wanted to give them a chance to talk about those. A newer manufacturer in the game. Definitely want to try to support them. And just, it's hard to convey on camera, but when you just look at the product and see how nice the welding is done and the manufacturing is done, how clean it is, everything's cut and deburred and just really nice, you really get an appreciation for the product.
I'm almost there.
So back into the food area. Arguably the most important part of the Ham Fest, right? Really cool. ICOM has these umbrellas all set up. So that was really cool that they provided, I guess, tables and umbrellas. Fairgrounds are really nice here. Again, weather's awesome. Some breeze. I think we're low 70s right now. Certainly not enough to feel chilly, but not enough to really break a major sweat either. Forums have been nice. I sat in on a couple of those. Very informative. A lot of folks a lot smarter than I am who were, frankly, some of them were just speaking over my head about propagation. A couple of universities are here. In case you missed the first video, all the buildings here are named after, famous people, inventors, scientists. So you have like the Maxim Hall over there is the Marconi building, the Hertz Hall, and then I think the Tesla building. There's another building that's the Tesla building. So really cool, really nice way of doing things. A lot of folks here brought their towers. Step IR, another nice antenna manufacturers here. Like I said, pretty much anybody you've heard of that's in the ham radio area is here today. So I'm going to take us a walk down the MCOM road here. We got a lot of MCOM type vehicles set up. This is a trailer. It's like a nice modern trailer too. The LED lights on it. Amateur radio, the Ham Van. Rover vehicle from Grand Rapids, Michigan. And then look at this. Would you look at that? I'm gonna move around a little bit so the lighting's better.
I get right in front of you.
That is like the ultimate ham rover there. It's like they're out of New Jersey. So my kids complain because I have an HF antenna on my truck and it hits the trees. And apparently that embarrasses them. I think if I threaten them with something like this, they're gonna stop being they're gonna stop being embarrassed by my one little HF antenna. But yeah, he's got beams. He's got a big Tar Heel HF antenna, a bunch of loop antennas, vertical and horizontally polarized. So not much they can't talk on with that. And so those of you who don't know, the purpose of that, especially on the higher bands, is to drive the vehicle like to the top of a mountain or a high area, and then you have the advantage of height there. You can pretty much put your antenna wherever you want it at that point, and then also drive to locations that don't have a lot of interference and stuff as well. So if you're in a more rural area, you are going to be a lot less susceptible to interference. Let's take a look at the ham van.
There's another one, but
So this looks like an old remote broadcast van from like a news station. And he's got a Yaesu in there, some L-Craft stuff as well.
okay, well, thanks for answering some of my questions. Yep. Just like the flat thing or your thing? No, it's a private van.
Very nice. Can I peek my head inside real quick?
Go inside there.
I can go inside.
You
All
want to
right.
go inside and operate 20-meter FT8, you can do that.
20-meter
Yeah,
FT8.
operating CW here a while.
Oh, all right. Let's see what we can do here.
Had a run on, I forget how many years he said he's checked into this net. He went in there and checked into it.
Well, it's on 30 meters right now.
What is?
It's on 30 meters right now.
Oh, it is. How did it get there?
I don't know. Let's go.
You got it. No, it's a mouse. The mouse over there.
Oh, okay.
Just
Let's
pull
go
down
here.
Back on 20.
Back
or 17.
on,
One, that's one of the antennas we got up there.
All right. So do we need to retune?
No, you don't have to retune. You can just click erase on there twice, and it'll clear up there in the middle. Click twice on that. Click twice, real quick. There.
Okay. So we cleared it
You'll
out.
see all the new stuff coming.
Cool.
Howdy.
Are we cool to call CQ?
What?
Can I call CQ?
I don't know what's going on with it. It's not doing anything.
K8JH. Is that
Yeah,
your
that's
call?
the call sign.
All right. Let's hit enable then. And then on the next
I don't know
one,
what's
it should
going
start
on.
calling CQ. Oh, there it goes. It's transmitting.
Yeah. But I don't see any power going on.
I don't see any RF as well. So let's go ahead
He
and
must have done something to the
yeah.
K4
All right.
up there, I guess.
So I'm gonna halt that. Well, I
Yeah.
appreciate it. It's a nice
I-
setup in
I
here.
don't know why we're not receiving anything. That's the other question.
He's got computer. I'm live on YouTube, by the way.
What?
I'm live on YouTube,
Oh.
by the way. I just want to let you know.
I don't know why. I have to actually look at it and see why we're not receiving it. I don't know who put it on. It's
got a
20 meters too. That's the other thing.
Nice Yaesu FT991. Was this an old like broadcast van for a news station? Nice.
It's a 2010 one.
So it's not that old, really. I mean,
No, it was a lot newer than the first one we had. And it had a lot less miles on it.
it's got a nice pneumatic mast. What's that, about 30 feet, the mast?
48 feet.
48 feet on the mast. Wow.
Up to the
This is the
antennas is about 54 feet, I think.
ultimate Rover vehicle right here. Nice L-Craft amplifier to go with it. Very nice. Monitors, fans, everything you could ask for. And I'm sure the seat's comfy, but I'm wearing a backpack, so I wouldn't know. Oh, cool. He's got the passenger seat where you can turn it around as well, too. So, nice setup.
Yeah, it works pretty
Looks really nice. I'm gonna.
good. Have a good one.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Let's see if I can figure out what's going on.
Thanks for you came all the way from Michigan.
Pardon?
You came all the way from Michigan.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just north of Grand Rapids.
appreciate it. Thank you. Really nice. Guys, come down. It's his personal vehicle. Doesn't have to do that, but comes here, shows it off, lets people hop in, operate. Just, that's what ham radio is all about there. You gotta love that. Saturn, really nice. Mobile comm trailer. I'm gonna pan up on a couple of these because they've got these crank up masts and pneumatic masts that are pretty substantial. Shelby County. Not sure which Shelby County. There's a few Shelby counties. Assuming that's Shelby County, Ohio, since they have Ohio plates. Let's see if we can take a peek inside. Okay, very nice. They have a little rest area in here, little break room type area, coffee maker TV, some chairs, benches, a little table there. Can't beat that. Let's see. Yeah, nice setup. Hi.
How you doing?
I'm streaming live on YouTube.
Uh-oh.
Don't say anything you wouldn't want the whole world to hear. Well, that's the rule of radio anyway. You shouldn't. It's a very nice setup.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, I mean, you have pretty much every band in every mode, it looks like.
Most of it.
Yeah.
We don't have system fusion.
You don't have what?
System fusion. Wires
Oh.
X.
Okay, yeah.
Our repeaters are wires X capable.
Oh, okay.
But they don't have internet connectivity.
Oh, gotcha.
But we have two Yaesu DR1s, I think they are. Yaesu came out with them. We also have a D-Star repeater. That is connected to the internet. So once
Yeah, I see the D-Star radio. I see some DMR stuff. Dual band comms.
capability.
Marine radio. Even got CB radio. How about that?
People, why would you have CB in an amateur radio van? If you're at an incident and you're out there for a while, who's bringing in your supplies?
Truckers are. Yeah. Without a doubt.
And not only that, but there are still some people out there who use CB.
Oh, yeah.
You never know. We've got family radio, GMRS.
Yep. Nothing wrong with that.
Do that too. Although people have to remember, if you get a GMRS, you have to have a GMRS license.
That's right.
And I only know of a couple people in the club that have them.
Oh. I'm WQRC 511.
WMR 77.
There you go. Those call signs are a mouthful.
They are.
I saw Shelby County and I'm like, well, there's quite a few Shelby counties in the United States. And then I saw the Ohio plates. I'm like, okay, that would be Shelby County, Ohio.
Yeah, we're about 45 minutes from the house, straight up 75.
Nice. Very nice.
Here. Dayton's down here, we're up there.
Okay.
It's
Good
not
deal.
too far. It takes us an hour or so to get here.
Good deal. Well, I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for letting me
Thank you.
take a look. Y'all take care.
Yep. All right, you go.
Really nice. Nice group. All right, let's check out one more here. Let's check out this Rover van. Nice. Got the rotor mounted at the bottom here. Got a 30-foot push-up pole?
It's a little over 20.
I'm Ben from Jacksonville, Florida. I'm live on YouTube right now with a lot of our people.
Welcome to Ohio.
Thank you. First time in Ohio. Never had a reason to come before, but
Well, now you do.
yeah.
Coming back
So-
next year, right?
Depends on what the prices are like. I don't know. The only reason I could afford to come this year is because I booked about a year in advance.
Yeah.
But that's a really nice setup. I had something like this, not as substantial with the rotor and everything. So yeah, it's really cool. So you got VHF, UHF.
Yeah. SHF.
Yeah, I see. Like 1.2 gigahertz stuff up there.
Yeah,
Nice.
there's 216 element Yagis for 1.2 gig.
And I was explaining to people kind of the whole purpose of the Rover is now you can take your ham setup, you can get it away from the interference, you can get it up at a high elevation if you want.
Yep.
And you know, I'm sure this is also a big hit on field day as well, right?
Yeah, it's fun on field day.
So
Testing.
really cool. What kind of, you're running FT8?
Yeah, that's
See there?
right now. It's kind of quiet, but
Yeah.
earlier today we had a little bit of East Coast coming in.
What band are you on right now?
6 meters.
6 meters. All right. Any openings?
There was a little bit today. Yesterday was pretty dry.
Okay. And you're KC8 Juliet Papa Zulu, right?
That's it.
All right. So if y'all want to maybe call him on FT8 or work him on FT8, I don't know if he's calling. It looks like he's calling CQ right now, right?
No, I haven't called any
Oh,
yet.
okay.
Just-
But he'll look for the red if you want to call him. He's on 50.313. I always get confused which FT8 frequency I should use on 6 meters.
yeah, I'm kind of going with whatever it sets it to for me.
Yeah. Well, good deal. Thanks. Appreciate it. Thanks
Nice
for
meeting you.
showing it off and letting us take a look at it.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks. All right. So that was kind of the row of MCOM vehicles. They have a whole area just for them to show off. RV parking here. This is a really nice, well done ham fest. A lot of folks starting to take off. It's getting late. The ham fest officially ends in about 5 minutes, so we're going to take you right up to the end here. I do believe I'm going to come back tomorrow morning. I won't be doing any live streaming tomorrow. All right, here's AMSAT. We didn't check them out earlier. They got an arrow antenna here, really nice. Hello, how's it going? Very nice. Looks like they're about to shut down and go to one of the mini dinners that we have here. Satellite tracking software. Amsat.org. Hi guys. Cool. Oh, so these are some of the actual launches where they launch their satellites into space.
Yeah, this one is still operating.
Okay, AO91.
Yeah,
Yep, nice. Fox A1.
Fox 1A, yeah. That
Fox
was,
1A.
yeah, no, it's fine. AO85.
Yep.
Yeah, that was it.
And these are what the actual satellites look like.
They are,
down
yeah.
here.
Yep.
So if you ever wondered what you're talking to, that bird up there, this is what they look like.
Yeah, yeah.
Really
These are the newer ones that are pretty small. In fact, you can see the size right over there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Y'all don't ever talk to Elon Musk and ask him if he needs a little extra ballast on one of his rockets so y'all can help him out?
A number of people. In fact, we had somebody work for SpaceX.
Nice.
And they said, nope. Thanks.
Oh man.
Money, pay please.
Instead of launching that car, he could have put a couple of nice satellites up there for us.
Well, yeah, then it would be on its way to Mars, I
That's
guess.
true, yeah. A little far for us, but...
Yeah. But, most of our launches at this point have gone from by way of the NASA CubeSat launch initiative.
Okay.
So, the easy way to say it is we get grants.
Yeah.
But NASA finds a launch partner, and they pay up to a certain amount for a launch. And, of course, we have to follow all the rules and everything.
Of course.
It's not like it's cheap.
Yeah.
We pay not like we pay nothing because we got to build the things.
Yeah.
Follow all the rules.
Yeah.
But we don't pay for the launch.
Yeah.
So that's very nice.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Very cool. Thank you.
Okay.
I know y'all are about to wrap up, so I don't want to take too much of your time. Thanks again.
Yeah, thanks.
Like with an FM radio, when you key up,
There's one there. CubeSat.
your radio is transmitting all this.
Or at least a
Basically nothing.
at least a mock-up of one. So pretty cool. Arrow antenna again. Great antennas for making satellite contacts.
Well, it's
and then conveniently locate it right across as Arrow antenna, so you can buy one after they get done telling you how great they are for satellite contacts. I bought the big, like, 5-element one, and it weighs a ton. Either that or I need to go back to the gym more often. I do not know what this is. Satellite open ground station foundation. The Libre way.
We have some space for rotators, but they get more lower, like big jaggies for.
Build the future of space exploration with us.
I need to, yeah.
They're a little busy chatting with someone right now. Hello, Bridgecom. Bridgecom Systems. Good place to get all your DMR radios. They have repeaters as well. Really nice. Couple vendors already shutting it down because it's 5 o'clock. Wolf River coils. We played with a couple of those. Good option if you're in an HOA. Get a ground radials, mount one of those, and you can have a discrete vertical antenna. So again, this has been Hamvention 2023 live. Appreciate everybody watching. If you did enjoy the video, please go in, subscribe to the Jacksonville Range Association. We're trying to grow our social media and bring more amateur radio events to you live. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. My personal call is K7BEN. We're wishing everybody 73s.